killing me. I think you've been sent here to destroy me. All right, what's up, buddy?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I've been reading a how-to podcast manual.
Okay.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
No, what are you laughing at?
Well, 15 years in? Let's read a manual. Let me get a pamphlet on how to podcast.
Anyway, it says that you should, even if you are miserable and depressed, if you're podcasting, you should be pretending that you're happy because your audience is looking for you to be happy.
Gay.
So
That's so gay.
that's what no, fuck you. That's what we're going to do from now on.
Okay.
We're always happy.
Always happy.
We're happy to be here. We're happy we have listeners. We're happy that we get to do this twice a week.
Right.
So give me a what's going on YouTube and mean it, bitch.
What's going on, YouTube? How you doing today? Today we got a live show coming at you. It's going to be great. That's all I got on the fly. Was that happy enough?
Line. Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
Wait a minute. So I got to be happy and you don't get to this bullshit.
No, we're like, I'm the yin to your yang.
I want to be the yang. It's way funnier if I'm the yang.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. What's going on, YouTube?
We are going to, I am committing to the audience two things.
Okay.
One thing is to get caught up on Dear Flabbies.
Okay.
The second thing is to get caught up on phone calls.
Okay.
And also, neither one of us pulled any stories this week, so so there's that.
So there's that.
So I guess pulling the curtain back a little bit.
Uh-huh.
We talked about it prior to last week's episode. And we had decided that we were just going to do Dear Flabbies because what we wanted to do was start with the Dear Flabby and then just see where the conversation went.
Yep.
And then when that well went dry, then we just pick another Dear Flabby and see where the conversation goes. And it worked out well. Are you busy?
No, are you? What?
Are you confirming your flights? What are you doing?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, look. We're on our last legs on this fucking show. You understand that, right? Like, we are just barely holding on. Our fucking listeners are peeling away. Our Patreon's dropping. Our numbers are down. Okay? And you're so relaxed. I don't want you to be relaxed. Ever since you started smoking weed, now you're just reading the fucking chats, doing your text messages. I need you focused on the fucking show. You need to be happy to be here, and you need to be focused. Just quit with the fucking drugs.
Sure. Okay.
I want you to go look at all the fucking graphs and charts and shit that I put together on our numbers and our ratings and the Nielsen's.
We should start sending out Nielsen boxes.
And you can see a fucking direct correlation.
To
Anthony pre-weed, we were going up. Anthony post-weed, we fucking nosedived.
No, we've been on the fucking descent for a long time. Talking about I think going on 8 years we've been on the decline. Oh, bullshit. We're actually on the up. We're on the uptick. Everything's looking up.
Okay, so I don't want to spend a lot of time. I'm just looking. It's like a coffee update.
Uh-huh.
Are we any closer to being able to reopen the store?
Yes.
Right now, how far would you say we are from being able to reopen?
My hope is either later tonight or possibly tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. That's
why the fuck am I just finding that out now?
Because you just asked now. You said I don't want to spend a lot of time on it.
Okay, now I want to spend more time on it. Why the fuck am I just? Why am I just finding this out?
Spend the rest of the show talking about it. Because what do you mean? There's nothing to find out. I'm telling you what I'm hopeful for. I'm hopefully.
No. Yesterday when we talked about it, you had no idea which direction you were going to go or how to move forward. Now today there's an end in sight.
Yes.
How did that change without me being aware of it, partner?
Because I'm keeping you out of the loop. It's
thank you.
it's plausible deniability. I don't want you to go to prison for my mistakes.
Okay, so can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you please just commit to me that when the store reopens, you let me know that we're back in business? Can you do that much? This is a serious request, partner.
How about if I'll let somebody else know and they can let you know. I'll let Jody B know. I'll let you know.
I'm being incredibly still.
That was awkward. That was awkward for no reason. Yes, of course I'll let you know.
Okay, that's all I asked. Thank you. I appreciate it.
God. It's like
Okay, you want to
child?
tell me about it, you fucking sneaky little prick?
Oh man.
You are the most impossible person to deal with on like, I hate the fact that I have any money wrapped up with you. Like, I understand that I'm a fucking snake, right? You wouldn't trust me with anything. And I get it. I've earned that.
Uh-huh.
But you're no better.
I am.
No, you're not.
No, I am. Yeah. How am I not? How am I no better? I'm not trying to Jew you out of any money. Wait, I can't say that. I'm not trying to steal money from you in a non-sneaky way.
All right. That's enough time on that.
Whatever.
So you ready?
Yeah, what's going on, YouTube? Ever since I stopped drinking and doing coke, it will be 6 months on December 29th, 22. My life has got back on track financially and slowly but surely mentally as well. I honestly feel like I could handle some beers on special occasions, but it is a very slippery slope. What's your opinion?
Well, it's easy.
As a non-former alcoholic, don't do it.
A pre-former. You're a pre-former
I'm
alcoholic.
a pre-former. Don't do it.
I don't know. Like, now that I haven't drank or done coke.
Oh, no, don't do it.
What?
You're like, I think I can handle it.
So here's what I will say. I have been closer the last week, 2 weeks to, you know what? Just, I'm going to get a 6-pack.
That would be rough.
No, I mean, I have never went to jail after drinking a 6-pack.
Yeah, but you've never drank 18 beers before you drank a 6-pack either, right? I mean, like, yeah, you got to get to 6 before you can get to 18. No, but I mean, I said it wrong, I think. You got to get to 6 before you get to 18 is what I'm saying. Like, don't do it.
Are you talking to me or him?
Yes. Don't do it.
I don't know. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I forgot. The podcasting manual says I'm supposed to be happy.
Right.
Okay, so here we go.
Can you call it a pamphlet instead of a manual? It's way funnier that way.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Yeah, things are going incredible. Like, I am to the point now where I just want to celebrate my life with alcohol. It's
You sound suicidal. You sound over the top cheery. This is like suicidal cheery. This is even scarier than like sad.
Yeah, everything is going down the fucking toilet, but I want to be drunk when it's happening.
This is when you need to really test your faith in God. I got nothing.
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point. I think that I have not only lost faith in God, but in myself as well.
Sound a little too happy about that.
It says you're supposed to sound happy to make your audience happy. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, sorry.
I want the sweet, sweet release of death.
For all of you.
I can't wait.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
Christ.
so to this guy, of course you shouldn't drink. If this is my belief, right?
Yeah.
I believe that there are certain people, myself included, that don't have the chemical makeup in their body to be able to handle alcohol. I don't know if it's something wrong with my brain or something wrong with my bowels, something, but my body cannot handle alcohol. I have learned that about myself, so I know I am not going to have a beer because I can't just have one. I will end up walking into work covered in, you know how hard it is to sell meat when you're covered in puke?
I can imagine. So even the idea this guy says, I think I can handle it, or what, you know what I mean? Like it's cliche. It's at this point, it's so cliche. Yeah, I can handle it. Well, you obviously can't.
But I'm telling you, right now, I feel like I could handle having one or two beers. But I know, it's like there's, I feel and I know.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I could handle it, but I know that I couldn't, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. And
I think it's the alcoholic part of my brain, like the same chemicals that cause me to punch people when I'm drunk. There's the same chemicals that's telling me, you can handle it.
You
can
can
do
handle it.
this.
Trust me. You're only going to have one or two. It's fine.
We won't punch anybody, I promise. And what scares me, what really scares me, is I am so much more filled with rage now than I was when I even quit drinking. So
Is that true?
yes. Oh yes. But then on top of that, I am also that many more years out of shape. So
So
like-
it's worse.
I would be so I'd be filled with rage. And then I would be even more rageful because I can't do anything because I'm so pudgy. Like
That's awesome.
the worst thing is to be a violent alcoholic that can't punch people because you got a bad shoulder.
Oh, what a life. Oh, Jesus, man. I have trouble, I guess, answering these questions like honestly, or I mean, I can answer them honestly because I have an honest answer, but like I don't experience that. So, of course, my first thought is, yeah, man, just have a couple of beers and then don't have any more. I mean, obviously that's my first thought, but just from talking to you, like I know that like this guy, the fact that this guy is even asking, yeah, no, don't have any. You're asking a podcast if you should have a couple of beers. No, no.
But okay, so you can't relate to what it's like to be me, right? As far as
Well, of
alcohol
course,
goes.
yeah, sure,
And I can't relate to what it's like to be you.
sure.
Like, I know what I'm about to say sounds incredibly retarded, and I'm okay with it.
Uh-huh.
I think alcohol should be banned, like altogether. Yeah. And I know that's a stupid thing to say because I can't handle it, then nobody else should get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But haven't we had the conversation before where we both agreed that drugs should be legalized?
I don't count alcohol as a drug. Alcohol is I want to do coke. I don't want to drink. Whatever I need to say to make that.
No, I like that you're like you have these policy prescriptions and you're like, yeah, it's because of me. Because in fact, if more people were more honest, I think it would be better. I think we should tailor laws to me. What I want. More people should say that because that's usually the truth.
Yeah, we can ban heroin.
Yeah. I don't do heroin. It's cool.
I would be okay with making weed semi-legal.
It is, isn't it?
No, I only want it being legal for recreational use, not for medical use.
What? Wait a minute.
I don't have any medical issues that
okay.
require
We'll revisit this as I get older.
as the glaucoma sits in or whatever.
Huh. So, okay. So then I would be completely fine with like an outlaw on beer. Like there's no, you can't make beer anymore, but we still need whiskey. And you know, I mean, it's necessary. And even if you want to call it medicinal, I don't care. It's fine. What are you going to rub on your baby's gums when they're teething? I mean, without whiskey,
cocaine.
Oh, even better.
or just weed. I don't know.
Just weed. Oh, Jesus. So I don't know. This has zero to do with what we're talking about, but somehow, some way, the wires got crossed in my head as we started talking about this. I read something about Illinois wanting to pass a law that allows you to be composted when you die. Your body to be composted when you die. And I'm curious what your thoughts on that would be. Because I read this article, and so normally they put you in a casket, they put you in the ground. There's another way where they just dig a hole and put you in the ground with no casket. It's like a natural death, natural burial or whatever. Now there's a new thing where they put you in a tumbler with some wood chips and they tumble you around for a couple of days until you turn into mulch. And then they give that mulch to your family.
I'm okay with being mulch. I'm not okay with being mulch and given back to my family.
What? Why?
I don't. One, my family wouldn't want me mulch.
Don't they garden?
That would be horrible. That's a horrible idea. Like, I'm okay with composting somebody and just, it's like the whole ashes to ashes, dust to dust thing. That's what's supposed to happen.
Uh-huh.
It's no different than if you throw somebody in an incinerator and then just throw their ashes everywhere. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So
but to here, make him plant some asparagus. That's fucking weird.
Man, my pee smells like Doug.
my pee smells like sausage gravy.
So they said, I think it said something like you would get a cubic yard of mulch out of regular person, which I don't know how much that is. Is that a lot of? Can you grow a tomato out of that? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I thought mulch was the decorative shit that went on top of the soil.
Yeah, I'm probably saying mulch when it's compost is what I meant, but I just said mulch.
So you get a bag of dirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
that used to be a guy. Now it's a bag of dirt.
Yeah, I still don't want that. I don't want that for my family. Like a bag of person that's burnt is only like, it's just a small little bitty bag.
Yeah.
I don't want them to have to carry around the fucking.
Every time they move, they got a sack of dirt they got to throw over their shoulder. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah. So
I don't even understand how this would become an issue or a topic.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because the reason that it became a topic is because the people who run this company, there's a special process that you have to use to mulch people or compost people. I keep saying mulch. There's a process to compost somebody. You throw them with special process by a special company, and this company commissioned some study, and they decided that it's the most the least impactful to the environment when people die. So it's an environmental emergency that the government has to give this company money to compost people now for the environment.
Okay. So I can counter that. I've already thought of another way to dispose of a body that is less impactful.
Okay.
A wood chipper.
You got to run it. You got to run the wood chipper.
That's still less impactful than how long would it take to wood chip somebody's body?
3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. How long does it take to run a composter?
It
turn them into
you got to compost them for like 3 days, and then you have to let the compost sit for like 6 days. Marinate for like 6 days. There's a whole process to it. I don't know. I think it was like 2 weeks or something.
Okay. Have you ever thrown okay. Have you ever done laundry?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever accidentally put all your clothes to one side of the washer when it gets off balance?
No.
I'm just imagining what I would be like in the composting barrel. It's like boom, 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 boom.
They got a guy with a stick like pushing you around. Damn thing's jammed up again. I don't. All of this just seems weird to me because by the time I got done reading this article, I didn't agree with any of it. Like they had like quotes from everybody involved. There's quotes from the Catholic League of America or whatever. They're like, the sanctity of life, even after death. And we can't, this is undignified. I'm like, undignified? That's a stupid take. And then they had the Funeral Directors of America saying, we can't compost people. How are we going to make our money? They have to have funerals. It was just, everybody involved with this was like, we need a piece of this death pie. Like, we need this money. Nobody gives a fuck about anything else. It sucks. The whole thing sucks.
I think that it's there's a word that I'm looking for. Like, okay, so people their egos are so big,
yeah,
that they think that what happens to their body after death matters.
Right.
Like, and it shouldn't matter whether you're religious or non-religious, because if you're religious, your body is just a vehicle until it ends, and then your soul goes to heaven.
Yep.
And the shell that you were walking around in
is irrelevant.
Is left behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So they shouldn't care.
Right.
Because
out of everybody, they shouldn't care the most.
It should be, death should be a celebration. If you are religious, death should be a celebration.
Yep.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if you fucking marinate the body or you throw it in the wood chipper or you compost it, you give it to sharks to eat.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. People that aren't religious, like myself, it shouldn't matter. If you believe that when, like me, if you believe that when you die, it's just, there's nothing. There's no afterlife. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what happens to your body other than your ego?
Yeah. So what about the people like me who are like in between, as far as like, I have no idea if there's an afterlife. I don't know. I'm not religious, but I'm not like, there's nothing. I'm not that far. But so even I really don't care that much, because I think that I'm no different than any other goddamn animal that's going to die and rot into the ground and fucking shit's going to grow out of it. That's how the whole system works. How are we any different than that? When we die, we just compost ourselves. That's how everything works.
Right. The only thing that's different is the length of time it takes. Yeah. That's the only thing that's different. And you either encase yourself in concrete inside of a sealed box with a pillow.
Right.
And it takes 100 or 150 years, or you throw yourself in a fucking barrel of rainwater and throw yourself out into the fucking field in 2 weeks.
Some banana peels, table scraps. I think the best answer is to like stop burying people in caskets, right? Just literally bury them in the ground and let nature do what nature's supposed to do. Right? Isn't that the best way?
No, because then they'll go into the fucking water, like all that. Okay, do you remember when that girl got killed and thrown in the water tower of the hotel?
I do, yes.
Okay. And then people were drinking that water?
Yep. And everybody was fine. Weren't they? That wasn't the moral of the story?
Doesn't that gross you out to drink dead body water?
Yeah, it's disgusting. But is
it
any different?
Do you want that? Like, I don't want them in our drinking water.
I don't either. Don't bury them in the water. Don't drink. Don't put them in the fucking lemonade or whatever. Just in the ground, away from the water.
Like maybe in the desert. If
that's what I mean. Like maybe we turn Nevada into that's where everybody goes when they die.
That I would be okay with. It doesn't have to be Nevada, but I'm okay with picking a state
Uh-huh.
and then just digging a hole. And that's when you die, you just cart your fucking body there and throw it in the pit.
I kind of like that. We could turn it into like a ritual, like a trick. Like your family has to throw your body in the trunk of your car and get you there. That's like the adventure when your dad dies. That's the adventure of taking him to the pit. You know what I mean? Or when one of your kids dies, the adventure of taking your dead kid to a pit.
I mean, depending on their age, like if they're real young, you could just mail them to the pit.
They'll fit in a box. See, you're sparking whole new industries. We could start a dead baby shipping business. We're gonna be rich. Who's right? Dead baby shipping. Oh, we are gonna be so rich.
So no, you shouldn't drink a beer.
Nope. Hope that helped.
Hey, you fat fuck meatballs. Why don't you get your fat asses back on your gaming chairs and do more deer fucking flabbies? Okay.
Okay. Hope that helped. Fuck. I don't even have a gaming chair. This is just a regular fucking chair.
Fuck you, meatball.
This is just an average chair.
Dear Flabby, my girlfriend of 2 years was a little bit fat when we first started dating. Now she's really fat. She's put on 50 plus. She has no interest in eating healthy or exercise. I no longer have regular sex with her, but I do love her. She sucks my dick every day and only asks for sex once or twice a month. I'm more than content with the head, and it's fair to throw her a bone now and then. Should I leave her because I don't find her attractive, or should I keep her if I love her? The head is daily and really good.
This guy's an asshole.
Why? He's honest.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I guess. It's just such a dick thing to say. Throw her a bone once in a while. No, you should. I don't know, dude. I don't know what you should do. Daily head is good. I don't know. I don't know what you should do. You don't want to give up that sweet, sweet deal.
Let's say your wife gains 150 pounds.
Uh-huh.
You stay with her?
Of course. What kind of asshole leaves their wife if they gain weight?
So this could... I don't think that you're asking the right questions.
All right. I'll let you ask the questions.
If your wife gains 150 pounds, there's something going on, right?
Probably, yeah.
Which means, so let's say that she gains 150 pounds and she's not showering.
Ooh, that changes things. I'm out.
But she still, daily head game is strong.
Is she brushing her teeth?
Nope.
Oh. Ugh. I guess I'm staying for a while till her teeth start falling out. Yeah, okay, so there's something going on as far as like her happiness. Maybe she needs more sex. No?
I don't know.
I don't know. So he said she has no interest in eating healthy or exercising. Neither do I. I mean, if you're going to leave your wife because she's gained some weight and doesn't want to exercise, I don't know. I just feel like you're kind of a dickhead. Like, what you say you love her, but then you're like, yeah, she gained a little weight. I'm out. You don't love her then.
I think there's got to be more to it, right? So just like, I'm going to make this about me. Okay, so I was doing really good on that keto shit.
Yeah.
And then I went off the rails like 3 weeks ago, and I am still way off the fucking rails. Like, I'm as far off the rails as you can be.
All right.
So let's say I gain another 50 pounds.
Yeah.
It's not just the weight gain that's going on. There's also your mental health, right?
Sure.
Like, so if I'm just, whatever, who gives a fuck? You know, like, who wants to be around that?
Nobody.
Right. And maybe that's what she's doing as well. Like, okay, I'll suck your dick. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. See, now you're talking two different things here. So
Like maybe she's got an overactive pituitary gland and she's just fine. Who knows?
yeah, that's what it is. We're going with overactive pituitary gland on this one. Did you check her prostate? I don't know, man. So you're saying that it's his fault?
Oh, hold on.
He made his wife unhappy.
Are you familiar with a restaurant called CiCi's Pizza?
Yes.
Is there one near where you're at?
The closest one is a couple hours away, I think.
Okay. Have you ever eaten at one?
Yeah.
You like it?
It was okay. It wasn't like extraordinary, but it wasn't terrible by any means. It was okay.
So I went to one today.
Oh, okay.
And it is the opposite of extraordinary. It was fucking disgusting.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
No. I was sitting in there like the food was disgusting.
Uh-huh.
The restaurant was disgusting.
Oh, okay.
And the people that were in there were disgusting. I was just sitting there and I'm like, this is what it would be like if Walmart opened a restaurant.
Oh, that's so gross.
There were fucking little Mexican kids climbing all over everything. Like,
but there was
no
play area, just climbing over the tables and shit.
It's like it would be like eating at the Alamo. Like they're just crawling everywhere.
I don't even know what that means, but that's funny. Like eating at the Alamo. Oh my God. So it's been years since what I remember is that it was like 1 or 2 steps above like Chuck E. Cheese or something like that, or Little Caesars. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of it and it wasn't terrible. That's what I remember. Because it was like a buffet type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other? Pizza Ranch. You ever eat at one of those?
I have not.
Okay.
So, hope that helped. Is that the first time you've eaten at a CiCi's Pizza?
I think I ate one at North Carolina and it wasn't bad.
Oh.
This was just dog shit. It was like the worst dining experience I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
I once ate at I struggle to call it a restaurant.
Huh?
I was at a motorcycle rally.
Okay.
And they had a pop-up diner. I almost got into a fight with a Hell's Angel. The waitress basically told me what I was going to order. She just said, "Okay, no, you're having this." That was a better experience than this thing at CiCi's Pizza.
Jesus Christ. That reminds me of when I was younger, we went to a restaurant. I don't even remember where the hell we were at with a bunch of friends. And I ordered, it was like late. I'm having trouble remembering the specific details. Just this one moment has stuck with me for, I don't know, however old I am, 35 years or whatever it is. So I ordered a decaf coffee and the waitress, like, she went, no, what are you, fucking pussy? You're going to have regular coffee. And she brought me regular coffee and I drank the regular coffee and I didn't say anything. I was like, but I was like a kid. I was like, I can't even, I'm maybe 14 or 15 years old, you know? Like I was so blown away that this waitress was like, she called me a pussy and told me, no, you're going to drink regular coffee.
I'm curious what you were at 15 years old. Why would you order a decaf coffee?
I don't even remember where we were at or what. I remember none of the circumstances. It's like it's a dream and I'm just remembering little pieces of it. I remember being humiliated by this fucking waitress and thinking like, maybe I am a pussy. Do pussies drink decaf coffee? It set everything in motion from that point forward.
If you were to, okay, so I do this a lot. I like to think about, okay, this job that I have right now. I think backwards. What is the moment in time that got me to this point? Because like without giving too much detail.
Yeah.
You know, I can go back one job and then back another job and then back another job.
Sure.
And then I get past the jobs to relationships that I made, let's say 15 years ago that started me on that.
Yep.
And then what got me to that relationship. And then, you know, and it turns out the job that I have now is due to a chance encounter that happened 20 years ago.
Really?
Well, yeah, but I think everybody has that type of thing if you work backwards. I mean, if you think back to the job that you have now, okay, had it not been for, we'll just start with something easy. Had it not been for Nutsack, I don't think that you would be a job, the position that you in right now.
You're probably right.
Right. And then you just keep working back to what got you to apply to that place. I hate to keep cutting you off, but go ahead.
No. I was going to agree with you. I think so. My wife's brother worked at a machine shop, and I had just got out of high school, and I was selling vacuum cleaners door to door. And he said, I can get you a job at this machine shop, just an entry level, you know what I mean? Like grunt work, basically. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know nothing about machining. But okay. So I came in, and that started, you know what I mean? That started. So if I never would have been with my wife, you know, everything would have been completely different. I never, ever imagined, I'm going to be a machinist or a welder or any of that trade. It was always just like, oh, I work here now. What am I worried about tomorrow for? I never really thought about what the fuck I was going to do with my worthless life. And then it's so weird to think that Nutsack had any, Jesus, that's sad. that makes everything terrible.
I would, if it wasn't for Nutsack, there'd be no Who's Right. He introduced us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was talking to you about me before I started there, if I remember correctly. Because
it was when you were gonna start. Yeah.
That's weird. And then
rest in peace, Nutsack.
Rest in peace. Wait, hold on. Take that down. Isn't it weird that part of the Who's Right lore includes Nutsack? It's so, like our audience has some connection, not really a connection, but they like know about this guy that, that's just crazy to me.
I've got a picture of him on my phone.
Yeah.
Do you, I don't know if I could share it without giving away more detail. Like I could blur out the background and shit.
Yeah.
Would anybody even give a shit about that?
I mean, to put a face to something that we talk about him a lot, more than we probably should.
Yeah, it's probably not. It's probably best if I don't.
Yeah, probably.
If you remember me telling the story about Willie?
Yes.
I've got a picture of him as well.
Yeah, you should definitely put that up. I want to see you get your ass kicked. He will hunt you down. He'll fucking ride a pack of dogs to wherever you are, man. Slip on his dog shoes and run to you.
He would be like a hillbilly Rambo.
Yes.
Like he would cover himself in mud and then just kind of sink into the cliff and wait for me, and then he'd come out and shoot me with a bow and arrow that he made out of a tree.
Yeah, and he would sit in that cliff for 3 months until you walked by. Perfectly still.
Let's say hypothetically I was in your room naked, hard. Let's say hypothetically I was in your room naked, hard cock in hand, stroking in a vertical motion, my thick veins pulsating with every heartbeat with a sizable amount of pre-cum oozing out my big red swollen tip. We lock eyes and I say, it's time for goblin mode. I run at you on all fours, cock swinging side to side as I do so. I pin you to the wall and proclaim excitedly, I'm here to take your booty. My thick cock enters your asshole. You feel your insides rip. I pound your creamy man pussy as you moan louder and louder. We orgasm in unison as we shit and come everywhere.
Is that how gay sex works? God, that's horrible. That sounds disgusting.
Imagine the smell after gay sex.
Nope. I'd rather not.
It would be like, I bet it smells the same as when you step in dog shit.
That's horrible. So, is is that how it works? Like if some guy is fucking me in the ass when we all like we both come together, he shits too? just out of like generosity? I don't understand why you're shitting.
You're not in this by yourself, brother. I will not let you go alone.
Right. That was the part that confused me the most. Like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So what was the question? I'm imagining.
I don't know that there was one.
I'm imagining getting fucked in the ass by this guy, like in a really vivid way, and then shit and cum everywhere. Dear Flabby, I'm starting a real job as an engineer. Thank you, Doug, for the resume review. I have done internships and physical labor jobs in the past, yet never doubted my ability in the workplace. Now, as this real job with a responsibilities and title, not an internship, I doubt my ability and everything I learned in college. How does one cope with taking on the next stage in my career and getting over this imposter syndrome? Well, I mean, I can let you in on a secret. I mean, maybe it's not a secret, but most engineers that come into the workforce, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fucking idiots.
I don't think that is, I don't think it's specific to engineers. I think everybody goes through the same thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so I suffer from that imposter syndrome, right?
Sure.
Like I am the number one meat salesman in the region, but I still question my ability to sling pork chops.
Right? How could you ever?
But throughout my career as a meat salesman, I have been given awards. I have been given, I mean, I have a very prestigious career as a meat salesman, right? But still, every time I go into a new territory,
yeah,
I question my ability. Am I going to be able to keep up with the existing whatever?
Meat salesman? Yeah.
And what typically happens is I become their boss.
Huh. So what do you think causes that imposter syndrome then? I mean, because you're laying out the facts exactly as they are,
yeah.
and you can look at it and say this is what happens, but you still feel like an imposter, like you shouldn't be there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But no, I'm curious as to why, because it's the same thing with me. Like, but I'm never good at any job I do. I just kind of get by. I'm fine. But so I understand why I feel it. Why would somebody, you know what I mean?
I think I thought that it's just centered around insecurities, but I don't know why. I mean, when I am out there selling meat, I am on the outside. I appear very confident, right? Even inside, I'm confident. It's like when I go home for the day and I start thinking about some big pork chop that I have to sell, or like if there's a big side of beef coming in that I know I have to move or whatever,
yeah.
I start thinking like, fuck, man, I don't know that I've got the chops for this.
I don't know that I got the chops for this side of beef.
And the same thing always happens is I get through it, I move all the meat, and then I come out and everything's, I get my award and my golden chicken leg or whatever.
Huh. I guess part of my, I don't even know if it's a problem. I don't know what it is, but so I see all these people who are good at their job that do the same thing that I do. And I can look at their total complete douchebags, really good at their job. But I also see that they care about their job. They care about what they're doing. And I'm wondering if that's not the first step, right? Like you want to do a good job because you actually care about what it is that you're doing at that particular moment. And that's where you lose me. I don't give a fuck about what I'm doing. So it's hard to like, yeah, okay. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Maybe I'm not explaining it very well.
I understand. I can't relate.
Okay. Why? I mean, why do you care about selling meat so much?
I care about doing a good job. Let's say a different meat packing plant was to headhunt me and take me and move me over.
Yeah.
Okay. I would still, right up until my last day, I would try to move as much meat for them as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Because I take pride in my ability to do my job. And then I move. You made a face when I said I take pride in my ability to do my job. And I what I don't understand is you.
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think you do. But you started this whole thing out saying you can't relate. I can't relate to that. Why? How? Okay. I think my life would be better if I could, but how do you take pride in something that you don't give a fuck about? That's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about what I do for a living. How am I supposed to take pride in something that I don't care about?
I don't think it's a switch that you flip. I don't think you just walk in one day and say, I'm gonna take pride in this.
Yeah.
You're just in the wrong line of work, obviously. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a gay conversation and make it gayer. If you're not passionate about your job, you can't take pride in it. And if you can't take pride in it, you definitely can't give a fuck about it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So you have to go back to whatever it is. If you don't think there's anything out there that you can do and be passionate about doing it, then you're just destined for misery in going to work, right? You never get to leave work feeling good about what you accomplished that day. You just feel good that you're going home.
Yeah, I can't understand the concept of feeling good about what you accomplished that day at work. That's a very, very, very foreign concept to me, because what I did today at work was like, no, it was nothing. Like, it literally, like, no matter what, I think that can be said about any job you have.
No. That can be said about any job that you have.
No. It can be said about the job that you have too. I'm not talking about anything that you do. I'm talking about any job that you have where you.
No. In the grand scheme of things, like in all the things in the world.
Yeah.
My job is irrelevant.
Right.
Thank you. All the things in the world on Spotify. Let's go check that out. Yeah. What I do. Means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Okay. But that's no way to go through fucking life. Like, then why are we podcasting?
I enjoy podcasting. That's why.
But in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing.
Oh, no. That's not true at all. It means significantly more than my job ever could.
Not true.
To me.
I almost gave away.
I hate talking about this because I know one day you're going to fuck it up or I'm going to fuck it up.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I don't want to move on. I'm trying to understand.
You can't understand.
Why?
Because even if you had a morsel of getting close to understanding,
yeah,
you would fight against it so hard to keep this persona up on the show that you would never you wouldn't delve into it, right? So you go into this conversation saying no job matters. So how can you be passionate about it? Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
no,
I know
because you're not understanding. I'm saying no job where you say you put in your resume and you say, "Can I have this job? I'll do these things for you if you pay me this much money." That whole system isn't set up to make you fulfilled. I'm not saying that any way you make money, you can't be happy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that a job where you apply, they offer you a salary, you do what they tell you to do, that kind of shit isn't set up for people to be fulfilled. It's set up to...
I disagree.
How can you disagree with that? I don't even understand how that's like controversial.
I didn't say it was controversial. Like, I'm not getting ready to flip over this table. I'm just saying I disagree with what you're saying.
Why?
Because it doesn't matter what you do. Your job doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you are a cashier at Dollar General and your job that day is to unload the truck.
Yeah.
You can either unload it in such a way that you're just taking boxes and flinging them across the store, and wherever the shit lands, it lands. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Or you can take the time to take everything out of the box and rotate the edibles or food or whatever, who gives a fuck, break down the boxes, take the boxes out to the compactor, and you can go home knowing that you did your job to the best of your ability. And there's some people who that makes feel good. And there's other people who, if they can just keep their job and do the bare minimum, that makes them feel good. And they don't give a fuck that somebody else is going to have to come in behind them to do all the shit that they didn't get done.
No, I think you're misunderstanding. I hope 10 people have to come in behind me and have to do the shit I didn't get done. I hope they have to hire more people to do the shit that I don't get done. Is that better?
Okay. Like,
you're arguing something that I know for a fact you don't fucking believe, because you know the place that I work and you know the bullshit that happens. And
no.
Yeah.
What where you work, and I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking and you're listening. I don't give a fuck about the place that you work at or the job that you're not doing. I am talking about people in general. And I do believe what I just said.
I think there are some people who are just predisposed to that, to feeling like they're like doing a good job at the end of the day, like that. And there's people who are predisposed to not having that. And that's not enough. Like unpacking the boxes neatly and smashing them down when you're done isn't enough of a life for some people.
No, I never said that is what completes or fulfills their life. You're making shit up. I didn't say that. What I said is they leave work knowing they did the best job that they could. That is different than me saying they leave work knowing that their life is now complete because they compacted the boxes. I think part of the reason why you go through, okay, this is going to sound like I'm attacking you. It's because I am.
Okay, good.
You go home and you feel like empty.
Yes.
Because you did the bare minimum. Again, like you are the guy at work that nobody wants on the team.
Yes.
Because they know they're going to have to do more work because you're there.
Yes.
Right. So you carry that around with you.
Yes.
Yes. That's it. That's the breakthrough.
How is it a breakthrough if I already knew? I don't understand.
Oh, okay. So don't be the guy that nobody wants on the team. Be the guy that cleans up after themselves.
So now you're just trying to get personal.
No, I'm assuming when you get done working on a lathe, you leave your chips everywhere. You don't clean them up.
No. No, fuck that.
I don't make chips.
Right. If you never make chips, you don't have to clean shit up. I'm saving double the work.
We can reduce a guy because he doesn't have to clean up after me.
I think that we're talking past each other, or you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Okay, let's make it about me then. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to make it about. I said we're either talking past each other. Maybe we're talking past each other. I'm trying to understand how some people can go to a job that is worthless and be fulfilled. That's what I'm asking you.
What does the word worthless mean?
Doesn't have any worth?
Okay. So how can you say a job doesn't have any worth? If they're paying you, there is worth.
That's okay. So about, let's say 3 months ago, I built something at work.
Yes.
Right. And it took a week maybe to build, I guess. And I got done, gave it to the engineer, whatever. Just the other night, so about 3 months later, he brings it back and he hands it to me, and looks brand new, never been used. And he said, we're not going to use this. It's not going to work for what we needed. I didn't realize when I was designing it that they do this, this, and this, so this isn't going to work. Do you want to take all of the components off to reuse them and throw this away? Like literally never been used. Do you want to save the components to, save the company a little money before you throw this away? And that's not like a rare occurrence that things like that happen. What are you supposed to do as like?
Did you make it to print?
Yes, of course. So the
No,
next
no,
time,
no. I've seen your work. That is not a yes, of course answer.
yeah, no, it's a yes, of course. So the next time something comes through, you lose a little bit, right? Like they're just gonna throw this away anyways. And after years of that happening, you just don't give a fuck anymore, right? Am I wrong in that? Well, I'm not wrong because I don't give a fuck. But I'm asking you, do you understand that?
Okay. I would say that what you are experiencing is probably human nature.
Okay.
So you work in a shitty environment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You are surrounded by incompetent people.
For the most part, yes.
That doesn't mean that you have to be one of them, right? So it doesn't matter whether or not they use the tool that you made. What matters is that you made it to print in the most efficient way possible. So,
see that? So
if, no. If they decide to throw it away,
Yeah.
that is because of their incompetence. If they throw it away because it doesn't work, because your holes are way the fuck out of wherever they're supposed to be at,
Yeah.
or they're oversized or whatever.
Right. Not the case.
Right. Then you should feel like shit because you are the one that's incompetent. But if the engineer that came up with this stupid design
Yeah.
didn't do all the due diligence to understand what he was designing for, which is typical,
Uh-huh.
that's not your problem. You should still feel good knowing that you made this thing. You made the best tool that you could make.
Right. So
And in nowhere in there did I say that you should feel fulfilled. I don't think anybody should get fulfillment from their job. Like
Okay.
if you become your job,
uh-huh.
then I believe that you are empty. Your life is empty. Your job should be a means to an end. That doesn't mean that you can't
Okay, what's the end?
being able to book a flight to go to Vegas to watch your favorite comedian.
Fuck off.
Oh, I'm serious.
Don't try to turn this around and make it a good thing. I don't have an argument against that. So fuck off. So it's so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid because I think just from talking to people, I think I probably have the job that a lot of people would want. Like when they're younger, they're like, oh, I hope I get that job when you know what I mean? But then when I have that job and I can't wait to get rid of it.
Yeah, but that's because people don't know what it is they don't know. That's on the surface, everybody listening wants your job because they think that you just go to work and you have a walkie-talkie and you wait to get called, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know what it's really like. I
Right.
know that you're just talking about the surface and the funny parts. of it.
Right, sure.
I'm going to go back to what I was talking about. So ideally, your best case scenario is you lose this job,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
And now you go back to a smaller machine shop where they value you and you're only making 3,000 of these needed components over and over and over and over again.
No,
Right?
no. See, I think that's
No,
the
hold-
part.
hold on.
Okay, sorry.
So you're not going to make as much at that other job.
Right,
So you're probably going to have to pick up another job because you're still not going to want your wife to work.
right,
Okay, so then the podcast goes away because now you're working two jobs.
right.
Now
Making less.
making less.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's no more fucking 1 month vacations. That goes away. There's no more spur of the moment trips to Vegas to go watch Daniel Tosh. That goes away.
Right.
There's no more. How many fucking bottles of whiskey do you have in your house?
Ooh. Let me get back to you. That's a lot.
That goes away. Right?
No, not if I don't drink them, they don't.
The means to an end is that outside, when you're not at work,
Uh-huh.
you get to do the things that fulfill you. That's what means to an end means.
Right. So we've had the conversation. I understand what you're saying, but we've had this conversation before where you told me yourself that I hate going on vacation because it's just a week of doing whatever and knowing in the back of your mind that this is going to end and I have to go back to this shit. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you understand that feeling. So it's like you're
No, but it just it doesn't mean that my end is the same as your end. When I say it's a means to an end, it's so I can buy all these little pieces of shit thing. I'm serious. If I want to I buy a laser. If I want to fuck around with a laser, it's out in my garage. I can go out and just start burning shit if I want to.
Right.
Or right now I'm looking at 3D printers.
Right.
For what? That's how I enjoy spending my time.
Yeah.
You enjoy spending your time traveling.
Yeah.
Going on 1 month vacations. I don't.
Yeah. You should try it. It's fun.
Me and my wife and 5 fucking dogs traveling for a month. No.
No. I'm excited, man.
No, and that's great. I'm happy for you. But you need to connect the dots in your head. The reason why you can go on a 1 month vacation is because of the job that you hate.
I understand that. I'm not so dumb that I don't get that, but if you're spending 8, 9, 10 hours of your day every day doing something that makes you miserable, the numbers just don't add up, right?
Well, they do.
Do they?
8 hours 8 hours a day times 5 equals 1 month vacation.
Right.
Yeah, you have a choice. Like it is entirely up to you.
Of course.
So I kind of feel like you need to just fucking stop bitching about it. Like you
That's
make
what everybody says.
you make this choice.
You would not believe how much I hear that.
You make this choice, and you've made it every day
Uh-huh.
for the last 15 years,
Uh-huh.
and you're going to make it for the next 9, 10 years.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so just
Come on, fucking killing me here. No. As soon as the kids graduate high school and they're out of the house, I'm out. I'm done.
no, you're not.
Yeah, I am. What
No,
do
you're
I need
not.
to work for? What I am. What would I need to work for? What do I need extra money for if I don't have kids?
Oh, so you only go on vacations because of your kids?
Yeah.
You don't enjoy it yourself?
No, it sucks.
You think your kids are really going to enjoy Daniel Tosh?
My daughter said, I said, so how are you guys going to go to grandma's for 3 days or whatever? My daughter said, can't you just leave us home alone for 3 days? I'm like, nope, I don't think so.
How old's your oldest?
My daughter's 16 and my son's 15.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
No, nope.
Okay.
All right, hope that helped.
Hey, as this will be answered roughly 6 to 7 months from the time of me writing, Anthony, did the edibles you and your wife took ever get you too high? Doug smoked drugs?
Was that a question or a statement? Too high.
Didn't you? I think you already answered this.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think too high. It's all fun and games.
Are you high right now?
No, I've never been high in my life.
Follow my fingers.
Whoa, stop, whoa. Oh, shit.
You want to do one more?
I'm not high. Yeah, let's do one more for sure.
I really got to piss.
Oh, God damn it. We'll do one more and then you can piss. Oh, God. Just go piss.
You want me to put a video on and then we can continue later? I don't really necessarily want to quit recording.
Yeah, go put a
But
video
I've really
on and
got to piss.
Go ahead.
We'll go with the confessions intro.
Okay. Sounds good.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Oh, well, that wasn't quite long enough, was it?
funny, I'm fat and gay. Coming to you live with some Q's and A's. If you have some problems, then all you gotta do is ask dear Flabby, where the fuck are you?
Hello.
That was like perfect timing. What's up?
I hit my post.
Good. All right.
All right, I'm ready to go for another hour.
All right, bye. Oh, man.
All right, where was I? There we go. You ready to keep going?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't know. R.I.P. Nutsack.
You get that off the fucking screen.
Dude.
I don't want to be reminded of Nutsack every time.
Oh, dear Flabby, I have been in continuous on and off state of diagnosed and untreated depression for as long as I can remember. It really hit hard about 4 months ago and hasn't gone away since. I grew up with a stomach disorder which has forced me into clean eating. Red wine is allowed in most diets like Mediterranean or keto, so in theory, I can have a couple of White Claws every day. Should I make drinking my new vice, and will alcohol help my depression?
Absolutely, it'll help your depression.
Jesus. Yep. I mean, while you're drinking, maybe. I don't know. A couple of White Claws every day. That's like me drinking decaf coffee at 15, pussy.
So I think, okay. I don't know for sure on this timing. I'm just speculating based on what I remember. Okay. I think White Claw is relatively new, isn't it?
I think so. I don't really. It's a girl thing, isn't it?
So I know I've never had it.
Yeah.
And
I haven't either. I thought it was like the new Zima. Like,
do me a favor.
Huh.
Okay. The next time that you're at the liquor store, can you buy, I don't know, I'm sure it's a 6-pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you try it and tell me what it tastes like?
Sure.
I'm going
to do a live tasting on the show. How about that?
What's that called? I'm going to drink vicariously through you. Is that right?
Okay. Next time we record, I'll have a White Claw. Wait, no, fuck. Next Friday when we record, I'll have a White Claw because I don't want to get fucking wasted on White Claws before I go to work. I don't want to get fired for being drunk on White Claw. That'd be the worst.
So I don't even know why I care. I know I hear about it a lot. But I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's like a fucking wine cooler or.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It could be the new malt liquor for all I know.
I mean,
it's the new Silver Thunder.
It's a girly drink, so I don't think it's malt liquor.
But how do you know it's girly? I'm like, that's what I'm saying. How do you know that?
I don't know. I just, when I hear about it, it's always girl shit. You know what I mean?
From where the fuck are you? What girls do you talk to other than your wife and daughter?
My daughter drinks White Claw, okay? No, we got like friends of the family and shit. Always girls drinking White Claw. It's weird. You don't ever hear men drinking White Claw. Right?
Okay.
I don't know. Quite a while ago. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you putting one up there. I was going to say quite a while ago, you told me that if I ever drank on the show again, you weren't doing it anymore. I must be annoying when I drink. More annoying. I knew you were going to go there.
I don't care if you have a drink.
Uh-huh.
I do not want to record. I can't stand talking to people when they're drunk.
Sure.
Like
when you're sober.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely understand that. It sucks. It's like, dude, just shut up.
Dear Flabby, I have a moral dilemma. I just got out of basic training. I am in tech school. I bought a gaming laptop, mouse, and headset. I initially purchased it. They just charged me $1,000 for it, but no order went through. I purchased the same thing this time. The order went through. So instead of getting the initial $1,000 refund, they gave me a $2,000 refund by mistake. What should I do? Poop scoop.
Up your Patreon tier? Duh. I mean, that seems pretty obvious.
I don't know that I understand the question. Like, in the Army, you get a refund for buying gaming computers? I don't understand.
I think it was one of those like questions where it's which part of this statement is irrelevant. He was trying to trick us with irrelevant information. You know what I mean? He got a computer, paid 1,000, got 2,000 refunded. So what does he do?
Buy another computer.
Yeah. Do you need 2 computers?
And then sell it.
No.
And then you have $1,000 cash.
Genius.
Okay, so I think I don't know if I've talked about this. So I have always been bad with money.
Uh-huh.
Like very, very, very nearsighted.
That's a good way to put it. Short-sighted. Yeah.
Nearsighted.
Far-sighted. Okay.
Okay. So what I used to do, I think I've talked about, I apologize if I've already said this on the show. When there was a machine shop that I worked at that had a tool fund.
Yeah.
And really what that meant is you could go into the tool crib and say, hey, I need this toolbox. And, you know, like a nice Kennedy toolbox would be $700. And then you get the riser and the top box.
Yep.
And it would end up being whatever, $1,400. And then you could make payments on it.
Yep.
So I would get myself into a pickle because I was a drunk living paycheck to paycheck. And what money I didn't spend on alcohol, I would gamble away. So I get paid on Friday, and by the end of Saturday night, I would have no money. So then Monday, I would go into work and go into the tool crib, and I'd order, okay, I want this toolbox, this riser, and this top box.
Yeah.
I would have that motherfucker sold before it even got delivered for, like, say, 80% of the price.
Wow.
So I'd buy it for $1,500, sell it for $1,200.
Yeah.
I'd get the $1,200 cash, and then I was just making the payments out of my paycheck on the tool fund.
Oh my God.
But it was like a decent interest rate because borrow 12, pay back 15.
Yeah. Right.
I bet I've owned, or at least purchased, no less than 10 Kennedy toolboxes in my fucking career.
Huh. That's hilarious. So I'm assuming you're talking about the same place that we worked at, not together, but that we worked at.
Yeah.
Because they had a tool fund, same thing. I went to the IT guy and I said, so can I order anything from the tool fund? And he said, what do you need? I don't know. Me and my wife both need new laptops. So I had the IT guy order 2 new laptops, and it was $1,500 at the time, and put it on my tool fund. And they showed up. You know, it was like probably a month after they showed up. The accountant guy, you know, whatever, the guy that handles all of their fucking money, he came
Was his
down.
name Jim?
Yes. Yes, it was. He came down and he's like, so what happened here? He was looking at it. I said, well, I ordered a computer for me and my wife. He's like, was it for work? No. He's like, so who told you could do that? I said, the IT guy told me. He's like, okay, I wouldn't have let that happen, but I mean, there's nothing we can do now. It's been a month that you've had them. So for future reference, this is for work purposes only. He was so mad. It's like,
And not only that, don't get permission from the guy that runs Ethernet cable across the rafters.
right. You know exactly which guy I'm talking about, don't you? And that's why I asked him, because I knew he'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll order I don't give a fuck what you order, you know?
Do you know, was there a guy named Skip? Do you know Skip?
No.
Oh, right.
Nope.
So he was the guy that used to empty the chip barrels and shit. He just walked the aisles of the factory.
Yeah.
And he was a full gray head of hair, except for his red toupee.
Oh, God.
And I was just going to suggest that maybe you should have asked Skip. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Is that you or me? I don't remember.
You.
Dear Flabby, I've been listening to the show. At times, there are segments where you and your co-host seem to be confused with certain questions because of their grammatical structure or lack thereof. My question: Why is so hard for your flabbers to understand words? How does a comma completely change a sentence from being confusing to understandable? Also, I have an unfortunate desire to talk to Anthony about the United States. The notion that we shouldn't exist as a union. Our troubled economical, social, and medical past with minority communities, and whatever else Doug does to roll his eyes to the back of his cranium. Would Anthony be interested? Thanks, concerned Who's Right union member. Yes, I would definitely be interested in talking to you about whatever things you listed off. I don't remember. Medical minorities or whatever. I don't remember. I read it, but I didn't retain any of it. What was he asking?
Okay, he asked two things, I believe. The first one, why do, I'm going to say we, have such a hard time reading Dear Flabby questions when there's no punctuation?
Because it's wrong and it fucks me up just use punctuation like a normal fucking human being. Do you want me to tell you why for real? Because we're old. People used to write correctly. It was a thing that people used to do.
They're not even teaching these kids cursive.
Right. I'm being serious. Like it used to be, they weren't like assholes about it, but it was like there was some sort of push for correct grammar and sentence structure, but now there's not.
That's not it.
Okay, then what is it?
Because if that was it, you're telling me that you not being able to read is shtick.
What do you mean?
Like, he asked, why is it hard to read? And you're saying because they're more lax on grammatical structure now.
It's hard to read something with there's reasons why we use commas and periods and things. I mean,
so, okay, I think I'm going to try to say.
So you're saying it's my fault that these retards can't write?
No, you're in defense mode. Calm down, Stryker.
Whatever, sports fan.
Okay. I'm going to say it a different way, and I think this is what you were trying to say.
Okay.
Okay, so you are the equivalent of talking without punctuation, and
Yes.
I'm gonna translate it.
Yes.
Okay, I think the youth of today is used to reading without punctuation.
Agreed.
So it just makes sense to them. Whereas you and I are used to people being able to write complete sentences, which is what we are used to reading.
Right.
So the way that my brain processes something when I read it is it's like somebody is talking. A comma is a pause in the conversation or a pause in the sentence for effect.
Right.
When these fucking retards just write everything in lowercase and no punctuation,
Right.
it's because they're stupid fucking mush minds from all the dope and the edibles. They just ramble.
I was with you all the way through Mush Minds.
It's like they're all a bunch of fucking mumble rappers. Hibbity, 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 hibbity.
So is it just a coincidence that mumble rap bullshit took off right around the same time everybody stopped writing correctly? I think you're right. I think you're onto something. It all goes together. So just learn how to write. It's not that big of a deal. I mean,
Faggots.
yeah, it's not that hard. Just use a comma. It's not that hard. Yeah, and plus, yeah, I'll talk to you about history or medical, whatever you said. Yes. Yeah, let's talk.
All right.
Let's
So
have a fireside chat.
reach out to Anthony and he'll get you on the show.
Yeah.
All right. Dear Flabby, my gay black friend is married to an old white sugar daddy. After a party one time, I was drunk and let him suck my dick. I was so wasted I couldn't even stand up. I guess somebody found out and word made it to my friend's husband, and he's pissed off at me. Am I the asshole for getting taken advantage of? Hell, I'm not even gay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I have some news for you.
No, hold on. I was drunk and I let him suck my... Okay, yeah, you're gay. Yeah.
Yeah. You let a guy suck
No,
your
you're
cock,
not.
you're gay.
Nope.
Yep.
Not if you were imagining a woman. Them's the rules. We
That's the rules. No, you made that up. I vehemently disagree. The rules are still not agreed upon. So, are you ever the asshole for letting someone suck your cock? Gay or not? Let's leave the gay part out of it.
Yes. Yes, there are certain circumstances where you would be the asshole for letting somebody suck your dick.
Seriously?
Yes.
How?
Okay, if you have to ask that question, you are never babysitting for me.
Okay. Point made. Never. My mind wasn't thinking that way. Okay. Can I just withdraw my question? I didn't really think about that. Huh. All right then.
What else was the question? Dear Flabby, my gay black friend is married to an old white sugar daddy. After a party one time, I was drunk and I let him suck my dick. I was so wasted. I guess somebody found out and word got back to the friend's husband and he's pissed off at me. Am I the asshole for getting taken advantage of? Okay.
I would say no.
Yeah, no. Well, it depends.
On what?
If he's friends with the gay white sugar daddy.
Why does that matter?
Okay. Let's say that I get drunk,
Uh-huh.
super wasted,
Uh-huh.
and your wife sucks my dick.
Uh-huh.
Are you mad at me?
No. Well, I mean, maybe a
Fucking
little
lying
bit.
motherfucker.
Maybe a little bit.
Can I
but
stay at your house?
But, so,
I'm not saying you shouldn't be mad at your wife. You should be mad at both of us. You should
Why-
divorce your wife.
why would I be mad at you, though? Like, you just stood there. Did you put your hands on her head at all?
Cuck.
Did you put your hands on her head at all?
Oh, I face fucked her, man. Like
then that changes everything.
there was like even a little bit of vomit used as lube.
All right, that changes it back. So, if you just laid there, hands at your side, and then like you just let it happen to you, why would I be mad at you? It's all her.
It's no, it's not all her.
All right, did you get hard?
Yeah, I nutted her in her throat. And then she
mean-
kissed you.
So why am I mad at you?
There's no downside to this.
Huh. Yeah, but she did the thing, right?
I think my chair's sinking. I'm getting lower and lower.
Time for a new chair, buddy.
I think I blew out the hydraulics on this one.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Bye.
I gotta hit the lever on my chair. All right. So what are we gonna do? Another phone call show?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Are we going to another stream or are we? Yeah, let's go to another stream.
Yeah, we have to go to another stream.
Duh, that's why I said it.
Bye.
Bye.